read something here first?
You're the middleman.
So do I got to open with this? Okay. Alright. Here we go. Well, hello, Mr. Kniff, and hello, Mr. Troy.
My name is...
God 1 and God 2 and
Well,
God 3.
I mean, other than cuz, but I mean, you're not everyone's cuz, but I mean, I guess you could be.
I guess that could be my
At some point in time, there was only 2 human beings, and they had sex. And here we are.
At some point in time, they were all related and still had sex.
Okay, alright. This is my whole problem with religion. Alright?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
How did we go from
Enough said.
Go ahead,
We'll delve into that at a separate time. But
That's a whole different fucking can of worms.
it is. It is. It really is. Okay, so apparently we're going to kick today's episode off with scientists grew a human brain, or a piece of a human brain,
It's a piece of a human brain.
piece of a human brain, and they gave it eyeballs. Science.
This study.
Okay, so I'm going to read this story here real quick, and then we'll get into it. Our work highlights the remarkable ability of the brain organoids to generate primitive sensory structures that are light sensitive and harbor cells similar to those found in the body, says the senior study author J. something or other.
Scientist.
J Scientist, I like that. Okay, of University Hospital Dusseldorf. These organoids can help study brain-eye interactions during embryo development, model congenital retinal disorders, and generate patient-specific retinal cell types for personalized drug testing and transplantation theories. Many aspects of the human brain and diseases can be studied using 3D brain organoids derived from... Fuck, what the hell is that word?
Which one?
I don't even know. This is too high tech for me.
Where are you at?
Pluripotent?
Pluripotent.
Pluripotent? Gonna have to look that up. Stem cells, which can give rise to all cells in the body. Researchers previously used human embryonic stem cells to generate the optic cup, which gives rise to the retina, the light-sensitive layer of tissue at the back of the eye. Another study demonstrated that the optic cup-like structures can be generated from iPSCs, which are derived from adult cells that have been genetically reprogrammed back into an embryonic-like state. That sounds like a lot of technical mumbo-jumbo to me, but it is also fucking kind of scary.
And
realistically.
interesting at the same time.
It is, it is.
So what we know is that science has reached the ability to recreate Joe Biden's brain.
Well.
Okay.
Yeah. I think what this topic, well, this whole little section here is trying to say is that they're going to study the way that light reflects from your retina and how they can study that to see how people's brain acts normally and how people have disorders, or like there's multiple uses for it, but basically it's to see how light goes into the eye, into the retina, and acts in the brain.
Do you see this as a cure for glasses?
Well, you should know that. You already had a cure for message.
Well, I mean, that was LASIK surgery, but it was also slightly invasive.
I mean,
If they can do it through like genetic therapy
Yeah.
and everything, you know,
like inject cells into
let's
your
just say-
eye.
let's just
To
say,
be honest,
you know,
genetic therapy was created by Nazis.
but it's still in practice today
It is still in practice. So
because the only reason it is in practice is because there were benefits from it.
there is benefits from it. It's definitely strange to think of the kind of human beings that they would create by using genetic therapy in the future.
I've seen that sci-fi movie.
I mean, I'll feed right off of what he said. The genetic babies, right? They can make babies that are basically perfect. At some point. in
Okay,
time.
What someone's opinion perfect is, and what another person's opinion perfect is different.
Well, I'm not talking
Are
about.
we gonna have a, when we go have a baby, are we gonna open up have a folder in front of us or a computer or laptop and say, oh, I want these traits in my baby, bang bang bang, check mark check mark check mark.
well, I mean, that could very well possibly be coming.
Yeah, I'm talking more along the
Unfortunately.
lines of like immune system defenses
Right.
and stuff like that. Like basically.
Yes,
Humans.
this is more or less about you know, underlying health issues.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, improving human life would be a good thing, but I don't like the idea of being able to choose physical or mental traits in future children.
Wouldn't that help our species survive longer though?
Yeah, I guess it would.
Don't we live long enough as
Yeah,
it is?
we do live very long.
Well, like,
I'm
that's
starting to
also-
believe that we. Well, I'm not going to go into it. I don't want to go into it. No.
Hold that thought. Let me ask you this: what is your opinion on the? I guess the. I can't think of the word right now. Stem cell research. Do you think it is okay, or do you have objections to it?
I think it needs to be restricted, but there is benefits to it. Like you can't have it open so that they have free will to do whatever they want with stem cell research because everybody.
Like growing a human brain and eyeballs?
Yeah, because then it's just going to go crazy. There has to be some restrictions.
Well, what's your opinion on that?
I believe that I don't know how much it has to do with biomechanics, but I think that there's a possibility in the future that they begin combining computer metallic technology with biomechanics in producing technologies in the future.
So you think that we are going to become hybrid AIs at some point in time in the future?
I mean, it's definitely not going to be human. It might have some parts of a human,
Like organic
right?
AIs.
I mean, I think part of the story, and I think one of the alien. I can't remember if it was Alien or if it was Predator. I can't remember which movie it was, but the ship was basically it was not a computer. It was not a machine. It was completely made of. It was biologically driven, and that would be a weird. That's a weird
I think
idea
you're
to
talking
think
about
of.
Prometheus.
Maybe it was Prometheus.
Yeah. Okay. Aren't they already kind of doing that? You know, with the some of the veterans that are coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan with missing limbs, and they're putting these robotic arms and legs and everything on them.
Well, that's mechanical.
Yeah, that would be more like cyborg.
Right.
I'm talking
But-
about actually growing biology to serve the needs of people, just as if they were using a machine. But it's not a machine; it's biology.
But they're able to control these limbs with their brain functions. So it has to be interconnected with biology somehow. Whether it be the electrical stimulation that they're sending to I don't know how all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's
I
more
don't-
of like a cyborg type thing
Yeah.
than it is actual
He's-
biotechnology.
he's-
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
going-
that's true. That's a good point.
He's going more for like from start to finish. This thing grows
Right.
in the lab, as opposed
Right.
to like you're already you, and then you get the limbs. Like this thing is grown for a specific purpose.
Right.
Is what he's trying to say.
Alright, what's the next topic?